Hey everybody and welcome back to Nightbringers Watched. I am your host Falk, and tonight we're continuing our way through the docks here in Vampyr. And it's the typical London weather, dark, rainy, and we are off to find the saint of the district and the pillar of the district, Sean Hampton. He is believed to have killed a patient of the hospital we are working in. And so we are off to finish him. Let's see, we should be very, very close. Last time we have been to the docks and we... And also we saw the face of the gods of prison, but for now let's see what happened here.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a
Ichabod.
tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Ichabod. It is like Ichabod Crane of Sleepy
Good evening,
Hollow.
sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Okay. Then let's start with some personal questions and maybe a checkup. Hey, is healthy. Okay. About the Guard of Prison.
Have you heard of the Guard of Prewin?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
You hunt alone?
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Tempted to join?
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
Okay. That's everything we can ask for now about the personal questions. And let's get to the life in London. About this neighborhood.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Okay, there we have a new hint.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Do you need
Can
help?
I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Okay.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
I do not know if Jonathan is afraid of garlic, but he sure can enter houses uninvited. We did that lots of times, right? We gone through several houses. Wait. We had to be invited by... What was his name? Darius. You know, the man who covered on Nurse Crane. And there's this other guy in Whitechapel whose home we did not enter by now. But we entered every other house. Okay. Good, we have some new hints. Let's go again for the personal questions. Okay, but there are other hints we need. Let's ask about Sean Hampton.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
You could help me find Sean Hampton. I respect your refusal.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Ah, okay.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Okay. We already knew
Goodbye.
Tom
And
Watts,
good
the
hunting,
bartender.
Mr.
He's
Thorpe.
one of the first characters we talked to. Can we investigate the corpse?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Oh, so we agree that it's the work of a vampire. Okay, let's check the map. We have another investigation, but I don't see it clicked on. Chapter 2, White Coat. Learn to live among mortals. We are in chapter 3, right? Family history. The sad saint of... Gather information about Sean Hampton's location. That's where we are. In which part? Ah, here are local investigations. Okay, wait. Missing ingredients. Citizen. Search for thorough Strickland's order. Okay, Milton Hooks. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Citizen quest. We did that. Then we have the harder they fall. Interrogate Gwyneth Brannigan about medical error. That's she, right? Wrong target. Find out who's spying on Thelma. And Oswald Thatcher, claustrophobia. We did that. We are in the docks, though. There we have Vampire Hunter Extraordinaire. Take some posters from the pile. Ah, okay. So where is that pile?
Good evening,
Can we
Mr.
ask?
Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Da, 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 da. Brass for detailing us. These vampires have killed Jack Gillingham. Mesmerized level 4. Oh, okay. We have unlocked 1 hint, 3 others yet to uncover. Annie Gillingham. Okay. Do we know her?
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Oh, we're such a nice vampire, aren't we?
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Okay, we asked Tom about several things. Is healthy. We didn't just check it and Tom was not that healthy. I think we asked these questions. Anything here? No. Oh, we need 4 further hints. Then let's ask about Sean Hampton.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
We could go for this. Let's first go for this, though.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
And another hint uncovered. I must find him quickly.
The important thing is I find him quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Good.
Offered a drink to the boy.
I hope I live long
Be
enough
he
to see them
cursed or
Red Bull
not,
boys
he's
get
just
lost.
another
You.
lost orphan.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you
Bison.
recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Thank you. You are the one with the fatigue.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Let's get some medicine.
And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Okay. Let's ask some personal questions.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Ah, okay.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Ah, wait. There's a hint. Tell me about your anarchistic youth.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Okay. You still see your
Do you
comrades?
still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Oh.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Understandable. Okay. Anything about life in London? What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why drink so much? Don't you work at all?
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
We're so...
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Oh. I remember that.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Alright, go on.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Okay, and a new investigation. So many investigation. Then let's look for Sean Hampton.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye,
that's so far.
Mr. Delaney.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Ah,
Offered a drink to the
she has been the waitress.
just another lost orphan.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Do we have some...
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Okay. We have that. Have we to ask these
Excuse
other
my
things?
curiosity, but
Something bothering.
believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, And of course, Mr. Hampton.
Okay. Anything about life in London? I guess we had those questions, and I surely want to come back if we have a hint.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
So, Sean Hampton is to be said that it's the pillar of this district. Though I think there's much that Tom is doing.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Hello, kitchen inspection. Yep, that looks rotten. You better close.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Anything up here? I don't think. We have Sabrina Cavendish, Tom Watts. Think about Throckmorton. I like the name. Dyson Delaney. Oh, wait. You run a good part. Okay, hey, we can go down here. And we got turned around. Hey, nice. Did not know that this was happening.
It's locked, all right.
This would happen. This. Ah, here it comes back. So wait, he said to the pier, and then I totally forgot. Wait, there are more people, and it's got them open. Torn off page of a diary. Who are these creatures? Hey, 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 hey.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
She's the wife of that rough fellow in front of the
Can
hospital.
I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
I have a bit of money. Oh, bullets. She's... Damn it, she's... You know? Dangerous and things.
Good evening.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you...
Okay. Let's ask some personal questions. No, we can't. Okay, then let's ask about the life in London.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
Ah.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I am not at all interested. Let's not go there. About this part of
What
town,
can you
though.
tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Oh, okay.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Wow.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
And we have a new investigation. Ghoul diggers. Oh boy.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Okay, wait. There has been another person around. This unknown guy with that fancy little beard. Reminds me of a certain someone.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
That's interesting because Edwina Cox also told us that she is in charge for the Wet Boot Boys, didn't she?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Aha, okay. It's healthy.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Aha, a new hint. About both. Are you in a relationship?
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Okay, let's go for Edwina once more because of those hints that we got.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Can we hear feelings for Booth Digby? Yes, I knew it.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
That's hard to decide. Essence of soft heart, I'm not sure about that. I'm not that easily shocked, it's more about us, but I think he manipulated him. Let us go for this.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him, both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
So, she is not the wife of that Cox fellow we found, but maybe a sister? That'll be interesting. Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Good. So we have those lovey-dovey couple. But I tell you what, I'll make a quick pause, run back to the Pembroke Hospital and ask that other Cox guy.
Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Okay, yeah, no matter. See you in a second. Okay, we are right behind Clay Cox. We did not get more.
He's really pissed me off this time.
Okay. We did not get a new hint, I think, but let's ask.
Hey, Doc.
Really nothing, okay.
I'll
Here,
leave you for
nothing.
now, Mr. Cox.
So, let's see. Clay Cox is for Pembroke Hospital, but not for the dogs. Though here is Edwina Cox who referred to Clay Cox. I wished to know more about them, to be honest. Okay, I think I'll end the episode here. Next time I'll be... You know what? Let's go for some more action at the docks and see who else we get to know there. So give me just a second. Oh, I did not want to come back that quickly, but hey, we have a fight here against G Griffin. Oh god damn it. Oh, no, not good at all. Okay, who are you? Are you that G Griffin? Okay, this is a rather hard fight. Has an interesting ability, this guy. Okay, let's heal up. Come on. There you go. Ooh boy. This is a hard fight. Tough enemy. Okay. Dodge the shadow. Dodge the actual dude. Dead in. Okay. No, I got them. Not much. Like 1 or 2 hits. There you go. Okay. Boy, that's been a long fight. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have some money. A Dr. Strickland's list ordered by Dr. Thorough Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. List of substances and ingredients. Lacrima, papaveris, medical opium, sodium hypochlorite, potassium permanganate. Okay.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Okay. Thorough's tartrate for us. And... Ooh. I think this is part of an investigation that we found here. Good, we are like somewhere in the docks. And on my way to the Pembroke Hospital to talk to Clay Cox, I stumbled upon two guys that I want to talk to. If I ever find them again, that is. Who are you? You're Booth Digby, you're that...
I cannot enter.
Edwina Cox, okay. Let me see, I went up those stairs. Then I think here around should be the first one. Here is here is the unknown person.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
He called him boy. I would never thought this a boy with the white hair and all. Okay, let's first ask some personal questions.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
It's tragic.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
So Stella Fishburne. And a new hint to Rufus Kingsbury. Okay, then let's ask about life in London.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why avoid you?
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Oh, okay.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
So
Okay.
long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Okay, so Rufus is a lost poor soul, and here's the next unknown, and there's Stella. Okay, who are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Seymour Fishburne. What looks, this could be the son of Stella Fishburne. Because Stella thought... I thought that Stella looks more like an old granny. I found the gift and the corpses? What is this? We go for this after everything else. We can't go for personal questions, we need hints.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Okay.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Okay.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Okay.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Oh, wait. We found a necklace last time in a house.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
I want to try to understand.
As a man of science, I'd like to try to understand why you killed those people.
Why does there need to be a reason? They were just there. It happened. That's all.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
Wow. Wow.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Wow.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
Huh.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
There have been so many informations about Stellar Fishburne. Okay, I think that's it from
Goodbye,
Seymour.
Mr. Fishburne.
Whoa, that'll be hefty. It has been just whoa.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Let me in.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
So
The
there
epidemic is what worries people most these days.
might be some truth in that thing with vampires can't come into houses if they're not invited.
I can't remember the last time I I've been nothing but worry.
But we could force her. What's this? Can't we investigate the picture? Okay. Anything that we missed? Here's another.
It's
Please
locked.
don't stay too long, sir. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Okay, let's first ask her about the life in London. How is life here?
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Oh.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you could just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Okay.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Night asylum, okay.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Oh.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
So there is something good in Seymour, and I was worried that he's just going around doing all kinds of shitty stuff and the people. Hey.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Okay, that seems to be all you could tell us about Rufus.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the Sad Saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Okay, that has been... Whoa, why did I hit the wall?
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
Poor soul. Oh boy. Okay, I think we found everyone around. There's Stella, that's all I think. We need to create a cure for Rufus. I think I'll do that off camera. And then there's also a cold. Yeah, we'll heal him too, even if I think he deserves no pity. Okay. That's it for today's episode. Next time we surely are going to hit for the Sad Saint Sean Hampton, who we did locate pretty early with those informations we gathered from Tom Watts. And then where's there a closed door? And then yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing and subscribing. And bye!